Hey guys, Brandy Geiger here with Fit Mind and Body, and I'm here for your daily dose of Brandy, some rolling tips. So who has a pain in their butt? Now I don't mean your significant other or your kids, because we know they can be a pain too, but no, a literal pain in your butt. I do from my herniated disc, so sometimes it starts in the low back and mine actually creeps around the hip, the top of my hip, and kind of goes down the front of my thigh. So you'll see me doing this sometimes, okay? Other people's will go directly into their glute, down the back of their leg, calves, some all the way to their feet. Some people, it will skip the thigh and go down into their calf or their shin. So there's all types of different types of pain you can feel down your leg called sciatica. Some is due to a herniated disc, some is due to a tight periformis, which sits in the center of your booty. So that sits right on top of the sciatic nerve. So when that's tight, we all want a tight butt, but we don't want that kind of tight butt, okay? So we want those muscles pliable. So today, grab your ball, your favorite one, whichever type that is, and we're gonna roll the whole hip joint, okay? So you have tight hips, tight butt, whatever, we're gonna roll the whole thing. So you're gonna place the ball like you're sticking it in your back pocket, okay? Right underneath the center of the glute. Put all your weight on it, it's gonna be painful. Use your arms to take some of the pressure off if you need to, if it's too much. Let's start with just rotating that foot out to the side a couple times, okay? Then place your foot on the ground, clamshell out, then clamshell in, okay? Then wiggle clockwise, counterclockwise. This is right in the center of your booty. Now we're just gonna roll towards the tailbone and back and forth, okay? When you feel like you've done enough, I'm gonna readjust it a little bit here. If you feel like you've done your booty enough, then we're gonna cross that leg over. But if you find a knot, first of all, you wanna sink into it and breathe. You gotta make sure you're breathing through the whole thing. Many people tend to hold their breath when they are in pain. I know I do, I'll find myself holding it. So then cross your leg over the other. If you need to, you can take that opposite leg out to the front a little more, because if you're too high, you can't get your leg over. So you can straighten it out a little more. Now shift your hips in the opposite direction. We're gonna go up into that hip, kind of this area on the bottom hip, and roll diagonally to get into that side of that hip. I call this the money spot. This is where a lot of people's low back pain comes from. It gets very tight because we sit in the car with our leg externally rotated, driving. We sit in chairs all splayed leg, or on the couch watching a movie all splayed leg. So this area can get really tight. So you just kind of want to roll back and forth, find that hot spot, like mine's right here. It's very knotted up for me. This is where my pain comes from a lot of times, and wraps around my hip. When you feel like you've done that enough, come over to your side, come back and forth. We're rolling the side of the hip here on the bottom. Again, use your arms to help control your weight. I'm gonna bring it forward a little bit. I got a knot right here, so I'm gonna sink into it. Hurts so good. Now take that leg, it was back here, bring it forward, drop your hips forward. Now I'm putting the ball in the bend of my thigh here, this TFL, the hip flexors, thick part, on this lower leg. I'm gonna roll back and forth. Everybody has tightness in different areas. Mine's a little bit more towards the outside of my hip. Some people's is more towards the inside. So keep this leg out to the side to help with your weight and keeping those hips forward, and just kind of roll back and forth and see what works for you or what doesn't work for you. See where your pain is, readjust. Keep going back and forth. When you feel like you've done it enough or can't take any more, then do the other side. So again, this helps with back pain, sciatic pain, butt pain that goes down your leg, hip flexors. So try that out, let me know how it feels, and have a great Monday. Bye, guys.